the worst announcement your school ever made? It started like any other Wednesday, dull, predictable, with the faint hope that fourth period would pass quickly. But then, just as we were settling into our desks, the intercom crackled, with a strange, static-laced announcement. "Attention all female students," Principal Winter's voice echoed across campus. "Please report to the gymnasium immediately. Male students and teachers are to remain in their classrooms." Confused glances flew around the room. I exchanged a look with my friend Leila, who mouthed, "What's going on?" No one knew. As we filed into the hallway, female teachers stood, like uneasy statues, gesturing us toward the gym with tight expressions and narrowed eyes. The atmosphere shifted from confusion to unease. Something was wrong. Very wrong. When we entered the gymnasium, the sight of uniformed female officers lining the walls sent a jolt through my spine. Near the bleachers stood the school nurse behind a table with rows of small white cups. Then Principal Winters walked to the microphone, flanked by two women in dark suits with stern expressions. "Ladies," she began, her voice thinner than usual. "I apologize for the disruption, but something serious has come to our attention." She motioned to the women beside her. "This is Detective Ramirez and Detective Chen from the Special Victims Unit." A murmur of confusion passed through the room. The next sentence dropped like a bomb. "Earlier today, we discovered multiple hidden cameras installed in the girls' locker rooms and bathrooms." A collective gasp echoed off the gym walls. "They appear to have been placed there in the past few weeks, and we believe some of the footage may have been live-streamed using the school's Wi-Fi." I felt my legs wobble beneath me. Girls around me clutched their phones, whispering and sobbing. One girl dropped her bag and bolted for the doors, only to be stopped by an officer. The detectives quickly took over the mic. "Please do not use your phones," Detective Ramirez said. "Any connection to the network could interfere with our investigation. We're going to begin collecting DNA swabs to rule out contact with the cameras." As we were lined up, panic and speculation rippled through the crowd. Who would do something like this? Had we been watched every time we changed? Use the bathroom? When I finally got to the front of the line, Detective Chen looked at her clipboard, frowned, and gently pulled me aside. "You're on a different list," she said. I didn't even have time to ask what that meant before she led me into a separate room where about 20 other girls sat, equally shaken. Detective Ramirez closed the door behind us and spoke quietly, almost gently. "I'm sorry. Your names appeared in a separate folder on the suspect's computer. Your images were specifically tagged and uploaded to private forums. You were being targeted. The world spun. Targeted? Sold? Leila was there too." I saw the recognition dawn on her face at the same moment it hit me. Every girl in that room had been at one of Jason Winter's pool parties over the summer. The student council vice president. The golden boy. The one who'd charmed parents and teachers alike. We'd all been at his house, laughed at his jokes, eaten his barbecue. We never thought we were being studied, recorded, chosen. The second announcement came hours later, after they had questioned everyone, shut down the school Wi-Fi, and sealed off most of the building. Principal Winters returned to the microphone looking pale and hollow as if she had aged a decade in a day. "Students," she began, her voice cracking, "the investigation has led to 2 arrests." She took a long breath. "Mr. Phillips, our technology coordinator, has been taken into custody." That alone would have been enough to shock everyone, but then came the second blow. And she paused, her voice trembling. "Jason Winters, my son." The gym exploded. People screamed. Someone dropped their phone and collapsed into a sob. Jason Winters, the one who hosted every school rally, who had master keys through, his mother, who planned dances and had admin-level access to the school network. The betrayal was total. And yet, as I stood there frozen, all I could think about was the moment he handed me a towel at that party. Smiling, joking, just a normal teenage boy. Or so I thought. The worst part? We trusted him. His mother trusted him. And in the end, it was that trust that gave him access to everything he needed to turn our safety into a nightmare. The silence that followed his name was louder than any scream, heavier than any punishment, because it was filled with the realization that the people we're told to trust most can be the ones who hurt us the worst.